Greetings. Welcome to the CARICOM Cultural Expo, expressing our identity. I'm Andre Padmore, Counselor at the Barbados High Commission here in Ottawa.
And I am Chriselle Daniel, Senior Program Advisor at the High Commission of St. Kitts and Nevis in Ottawa.
And today, we are thrilled to take you on a journey of the sights and sounds through the 7 countries out of our 15 member states and 5 associate member countries in the CARICOM group.
The countries featured today are represented here in the city of Ottawa, Canada's capital, and we invite you to join us as we proudly share our heritage with you. So Andre, what is the most northern CARICOM country?
I think that's Bahamas.
Correct. Would you want to fly away to the Bahamas?
I certainly would.
Well, I welcome you to the beautiful islands of the Bahamas. Come and enjoy the sun, the sand, and sea as you relax your worries away. And when you hear the sweet, pulsating sounds of the sweet Junkanoo music, you definitely want to get up and dance. The Bahamas awaits you. Anja, the next country is a special one for you.
It certainly is. From Barbados, we are going to showcase this short film, On Bots and On Boss. This timely piece is a tribute to the power of women who will no longer be constrained by societal norms.
The trip took 9 days on the rough Atlantic, all the way to Bridgetown, Barbados. I still remember arriving. We boarded the bus to ride to the village of Vauxhall where we were going to live. Grandmother decided it was time for me to start in the village school. Years later, I would know what an important gift my parents had given me with my early education in the schools of Barbados. If I speak and write easily now, that early education is the main reason. Granny gave me strength, dignity, and love. I learned from an early age that I was somebody.
A bit of fun fact for you, Chriselle.
Sure.
Did you know that not all of the CARICOM member states are actually islands?
True.
And that Guyana is one of 3 of our member states which are located in South and Central America?
True. And Suriname is also in South America, and Belize is located in Central America.
Exactly. Our next video is a performance by the Suruma Culture Group. The Suruma Culture Group represents the Mukashi Amerindians in Guyana and is one of the 9 indigenous groups in Guyana. The dance you're about to see is called the Cotton Dance. In CARICOM, we are not just a collection of countries, but we are family. And right now, our brothers and sisters of Haiti are going through a very challenging time in their history. So our prayers and our thoughts continue to be with them. And at this time, we continue to encourage you to support them in whatever way you can.
So from Haiti, we feature a performance by Le Ballet de Palou de Haiti, whose choreography has been enriched by various traditional Haitian dances.
Yon bel ti pays qui baigne la mer des Antilles. Pays m'si la, mwen reme li tellement douce, tellement tranquille.
It is no secret that Jamaican cuisine, including the likes of jerk chicken, beef patties, ackee and saltfish, has tantalized the world's taste buds for many decades. However, perhaps least known among our numerous delicacies is the saltfish fritters, which is colloquially known as stamp and go. The treasured savory taste of the fritters is anchored by the codfish, commonly known as saltfish, which is said to have been introduced to the Caribbean in the 16th century from the Canadian province of Newfoundland. This could be argued as the genesis of the trade in commodities between Jamaica and Canada. Having a saltfish fritter or a stamp and go will provide immeasurable delight, and we will wager that you will be back for more. Enjoy.
Hey guys, Chef Dakers here. Today I'll be preparing saltfish fritters, or flitters as we Jamaican would call it. Fritters, also known as stamp and go, are crispy, chewy and packed with saltfish, which is the dominant ingredient. Fritters usually flavored with a variety of herbs and spices, but in today's recipe I'll be just using a few ingredients. The first thing you want to do is to boil the saltfish for 15 minutes, then cool on the running water, flake and remove the pin bones. Now that I have all my ingredients prepped, I'm gonna start the preparation for the batter. I'm adding the flour in a separate bowl, then after that I'll be adding the rest of ingredients. The onion, the scallion, the pepper, saltfish and just a pint of salt. You don't want to add too much salt, people, because remember the saltfish, it have just enough salt in it, so you don't want to overpower your batter with extra salt. Now if you're using Scotch bonnet pepper, please do not add a lot, because trust me, the heat in this is very high, so be careful and try not to get the seeds in it. Now it's time to add the water, and you can use cold water or room temperature water, it doesn't really matter. So now I'm gonna combine everything together using the cut and fold method, because I don't want to, when I fry my fritters, I'm seeing flour showing up in it. So the cut and fold method works best. I'm adding approximately 1/3 of a cup vegetable oil to my non-stick skillet. Allow to get hot on low heat, then I'll be using my ladle to portion the batter into the oil and fry until golden brown on both sides. Now, how you know when to flip your fritters? You will notice some tiny little bubbles on top of the fritters, indicating that it's ready to be turned. So now I'll be flipping my fritters on the other side so they can get that nice golden color. If you don't have a tongue, you can use a fork, but you gotta be careful if you're using a fork, because you don't want to scrape your non-stick skillet. So now I'll be removing the fritters from the pot and placing a clean kitchen towel or paper napkin if you have that, just to absorb the excess oil. You can enjoy the fritters by its own, trust me, you don't need anything else. This is just perfect. Guys, let me know if you enjoy this recipe. Until next time, I am Chef Anthony Dakers.
So, Chriselle, tell us about St. Kitts and Nevis.
Sure, and I'll actually tell you about our masquerades. Before the birth of St. Kitts and Nevis's carnival, the Christmas holidays brought sports and festivities to the streets. These performance acts, born out of the customs of our elders and storytelling plays of our forebears, would stay with us throughout the years. The masquerade, clown, bull would all pull people to the streets to be thrilled and entertained. The masquerade dance that you will see next fuses African, Indigenous, and European elements into a unique art form, melding the rhythmic beat of the drums, the sweet melody of the fife, the swarming riot of color, and the energetic choreography that captures history, struggle, and emancipation.
Well, as we prepare to land on our final destination, we hope you've enjoyed this island hopping extravaganza.
Another trivia for you, Andre. Did you know the steel pan is the only major musical instrument that was created in the 20th century?
Yes, I did. It's birthed from a social discontent and necessity for cultural self-expression. Trinidad and Tobago's national instrument symbolizes the innovation and creativity of its people, as it was created out of the very drums that carried the country's primary economic resource. Traveling across seas, over skies, and through countries, its music is taught, studied, and revered internationally. For its diaspora, hearing the sound of the steel pan feels like a homecoming. Listen with us now as we bless your ears with the stimulating, mystical music of the steel pan, featuring the music of Farmer Nappy, Backyard Jam, as performed by Mr. Joshua Regello.